Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart and welcome to a channel review update video thingy. I do this video every year and have done pretty much since I started my channel back in 2013. I usually go through every video that I've done throughout the year, or I handpick a few videos that I've done throughout the whole year. I talk a little bit about them and give you sort of my thoughts and feelings on how the year has gone for the channel and where I feel like the channel is going in the future. I'm going to do that, but this year has been quite a very big year for me on a personal level. For example, I moved into my home this year. All of this is new to the channel. The background is my spare bedroom, I guess, in my own house, whereas in previous years gone by, the past 6-7 years, it's been in my old bedroom in my parents' house. We've got married this year. We had 2 cats. A lot has happened. I got to meet up with many of the YouTubers and viewers that are part of this channel's community, which was absolutely amazing. And I had such a great time in September meeting all of them. Some of them I'd met before, but meeting everybody else and going off and doing things. And yeah, it was good fun. So with the channel itself, there's not too much to talk about really. It's been a bit stop-start, if anything. The channel, I think at the start of the year I was doing some Crusader Kings 2 stuff and some Warhammer stuff. That kind of fizzed out a little bit. The move took place around about March, April time. And then I didn't have internet for a few weeks until we had that sorted out. And the biggest change, apart from obviously the move and the marriage and everything that I've already mentioned, the biggest change for the YouTube channel itself was the internet, because I'd been bogged down so much with bad internet and upload speeds and having to stream at 480p and hope that it holds and that sort of thing. But what I was able to do this year was to live stream some stuff that was in 720p, which I can do comfortably, and 1080p, which I've done to varying degrees of success. I can do 1080p, which is fantastic. I am on a wireless connection. It's well documented on this channel because this computer room, which is basically the spare bedroom upstairs, the hub for the internet is downstairs, and there's no way that I can get a Ethernet cable to the hub and up to the PC for a direct connection like I was able to do over my parents' house. So I'm having to do with a wireless connection, but the wireless connection is fantastic. Only once or twice I've had a minor hiccup, and hey, if I'm only having minor hiccups now and that's like the worst thing that I'm having with streaming and stuff, then I'm happy with that. That's a stark contrast to what I'm used to. So really pleased with how that setup's worked. I did some test streams around about sort of June, July time, I want to say. I covered a little bit of the Warhammer 2 what they call Skaven DLC. I covered that a little bit, and I was able to do some streams on PUBG, go into PUBG or back into PUBG a little bit, and also into the esports sort of scene, where I watched quite a lot of the PUBG global championships and the European leagues and stuff, and that was quite good to get into and watch as a viewer, because I'd never really gone into esports that much. So yeah, the channel it's been sort of up and down. I think that as far as like views and stuff go, the biggest success this year was probably my top 5 videos. So I did like a top 5 Total War game video where I basically discuss what my top 5 Total War games are and what my top 5 worst Total War games are. And then the one which surpassed even them was top 5 Total War mods, which had a massive kind of, I say massive, I think it got like 13 or 14,000 views, which to me is massive. So really pleased with that. And those videos all seemed to get a few hundred views, and then a couple of them got like a few thousand. And then that one obviously superseded the rest and did really well, which is great. But the problem I've got with making top 5 videos, and this is always going to be a top 5 thing to make. They're easy videos to make as far as you haven't got to think too much about it. Just think of a subject, think of a top 5, boom, you're done. Do the audio, record it, and then stick some slideshows on. I was putting game trailers in or some images of DLCs or Total Wars or whatever, and it's easy enough to make. And they can do well because list videos are quite easily to consume on YouTube, I guess. But Leisure Total War, I've done it with the most success. Mr. Smart Donkey's done it in years gone by when he was active. Sunjetsu used to do them. So it's not a new concept, making top 5 or top 10 lists for Total War and stuff. And list videos are on YouTube all over the shop. If I can't think of anything to make and I haven't made a video in a while, I'll probably do a top 5. That's kind of where I am with it, but I don't want the channel to be a top 5. I don't want to be watchmojo.com. I don't want to be dragonmojo.com if that makes sense. So that's kind of what my thoughts there. But you know, as far as like ad revenue and stuff like that goes, they're good videos to make because they do give it a little bit of a boost, especially if they can get a few thousand and whatever. I will be quite transparent with the ad revenue thing in a moment. I will get to that. I'm just going to quickly go through a few more things I did. So that was in the summer. In the summer, one of my most favourite videos I made ever on this channel was me playing bowls, and I made a video where it was Dragon versus Panda, where me and my wife decided, at the time she was my fiance, but we ended up having the tripod set up and the camcorder set up, and we played bowls against each other because she's got her own set of bowls now. I got my own set, and we played against each other. And then I asked Kahuli and, by extension, Lord Rexasaur to do some special commentary on the video, which was insane. It was really, really funny. It's a shame, like, that I think the video's only got like 80 views or 90 views, and it's a shame because like one of the funniest videos that I've ever done. I'm quite competitive in it. I'm playing bowls. I'm doing something I love and enjoy. I'm sharing it with all of you because I've never really shown that on camera before. And Panda's also on camera playing against me, and then his commentary is just absolutely insane. So all of the things combined, it's like one of my best videos, I think. But of course YouTube doesn't see it that way, so it doesn't climb or doesn't do very well or whatever. But it's there on the channel if you want to watch it. I would recommend watching it just for the shits and giggles because it's really, really good. And then after that I did a bit more streaming. I didn't really get back into streaming like I was doing a few years ago. That was never going to be the case, I don't think, anyway, to be honest, because being a homeowner and a married man and a cat owner as well does have its difficulties. And when you've been in work all day and you're in a stressful job, which I am, and I work with the public, it can be quite stressful. So obviously I'm not there streaming on demand like I was when I was a little bit younger, but I am able to do a few streams here and there when I feel able to, and that's what a lot of the streaming thing this year has come down to. Am I in the mood to stream? Do I want to stream? I gotta be in the mood and I gotta want to do it. And if those two things align, then I'll pick something and stream. Which is what I did quite recently. I had a big urge to stream. I was like, oh, what can I stream? I know what I'll do. I'll do The Witcher 3. I've got a DLC, Hearts of Stone, which I was starting to play through on. I'd done one stream previously. I did that recently. Really loved it. And I don't really care if people want to watch or not. Like, that's like the thing. Like, I'm happy to sit down, play the game, get through the bosses, and just absorb the world of The Witcher, because the world of The Witcher is so good. Also, let me know if you've seen the Witcher series on Netflix, and if you have, what do you think of it? Because I'd like to know what you guys think of that series, because I've quite enjoyed it, to be fair. So then, yeah, that sort of happened recently. I think in the new year I will try to do a few more streams that I possibly can. But what I'll do though, it'll be like on one specific game, and I won't do anything else until that game's sort of done. I don't want to have too many things going all over the shop. I don't want to like do part 1 of this stream, part 2 of that stream, part 3 of this one. I just want to just have it on one game and just focus on that game all the way through if possible. So that's going to be the aim going forward for that. Now, I did say I'd talk about like the AdSense and stuff like that. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that has supported the channel financially this year. It has made a big difference. I'm not going to name names specifically because I'll be here all day and I might miss somebody, and I'd hate to do that. But I have a Patreon page in the description below. I have my channel membership thing, which I did sort of set up halfway through the year. Which is people who are supportive of these things are actually named in the description, so you just go and check the description for the people. And obviously it doesn't show past members, it'll just show the current ones. But if you're a past member or patron or a current one, it's been immensely helpful, and I'm very, very grateful, because what that's enabled me to do is it's enabled me to be able to spruce up the channel, get really good artwork and logos and stuff, banners. It's enabled me to get the... So I've got the podcast, which is like my big thing, which I wanted to do this year. Help me get sort of the audio set up on there, get the artwork set up for that, and sort of help me sort of get stuff like that put together, basically. So it does go back into the channel pretty much. I do try to improve my quality whenever I can. So that's kind of where that's going, and thank you so much for that, because that allows me to be able to make things better. The podcast, which I did want to mention, was something that, something that I wanted to mention in this particular video. 2 episodes have gone up so far. First one was an audio only with me and Panda. Second one was video with me, Lord Rexasaur, and by extension Panda, although the camera kept cutting off every sort of half an hour or so. Although it doesn't really detract from the actual podcast itself. You still got a 2-hour podcast. The aim will be in the new year, when I get 3 or 4 more podcasts done, I will try and get that up onto like iTunes and Spotify and make them there. So you've got a nice library of things and you can just check it on. Because I love podcasts. I love watching or listening to people. One of my not pet peeves, but guilty pleasures. One of my guilty pleasures is literally going into the bath. I'm in a nice warm bath, relaxing, especially on like a Thursday or Friday when you're just like, at the end of the week. I got my tablets on like the windowsill in the bathroom, and I'll just stick a podcast on, or just, you know, a discussion video or something, and I'm just there sort of relaxing, listening and taking it all in. You haven't even got to watch, you haven't got to concentrate properly, just listen on the background. It's nice. So that's like one of my guilty pleasures. So to be able to provide content in a podcast format is something which is quite personal and quite sort of close to home for what I want to do. I've done lots of podcasts in the past, and I've wanted to do my own podcast and put my own spin on things. And so far, I'm quite pleased. I certainly want to take it in a more improved direction as I keep going forward. But I'm 2 episodes in so far, and it's still early days. I'm happy if I can get 1 podcast a month, you know, at the moment, and just sort of try to improve episode by episode and take it 1 step at a time. So that's where I am with the podcast thing at the moment. Gaming wise, I haven't done an awful lot of gaming this year, if I'm being totally honest. Sort of end of last year, so I got Red Dead Redemption 2. I played that for a bit, loved it. I can remember last Christmas I was over at my parents' house, literally playing Red Dead Redemption 2, drinking whiskey and just loving life. Obviously the adult stuff takes over, as far as responsibility, moving into your house, blah blah blah. I hardly had time to go back and play it. So that's one of the things I want to try and do next year in 2020, is go back and play and finish Red Dead Redemption 2, because I haven't finished it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey I picked up a few months ago from Game. I had it for a nice price as well, cheap price. Started playing that. I'm like quarter of the way through, but the game is just absolutely massive. I don't know if I'm going to have time to finish that. So that's going to be a game which I finish in 2021 probably. And then I've got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I've just landed on the planet Ilum. I'm doing the whole thing there. I'm not going to spoil it too much, because in case you haven't played it, it would be unfair to be spoiled in a random YouTube video. But yeah, that's what I am. If you've played it, you know what I am. And I'm enjoying it. It's been really good. So these are like games I'm playing like in my own personal time, which I don't share with you, because I feel like one of my things that I've sort of done in the past is I've played games and I've bought games thinking, that'd be a good thing to stream or play. That might get the views, that might get the numbers. But my mindset's totally changed now. I'm not thinking along the lines of, I want to be a YouTuber. I'm just a guy now who has a YouTube channel, which I'm quite proud of. I do make a little bit of money, like I said, about the Patreon and the membership. I get money from ad revenue. I mentioned earlier about a few thousand views per video can be quite helpful. I still get good amount of views on my tutorial videos. My Shogun 2's got 250,000 views now. My Rome 2 one is heading towards that. All of my tutorials for my Total War Games beginners guides have all got like 50,000 or plus views pretty much, and are doing very well. And that's like the backbone of the channel as far as making any kind of monetary gain. So, you know, anything which does like views like that is always going to be very helpful towards me. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not a job. The aim's not a job, because I make far more doing my own job and supporting the house and my wife and everything and the cats and everything than the YouTube channel ever could, to be honest with you. And I want to kind of end on this note, because I don't know whether this channel's going to be around next year, only as far as I still want to do videos and I still will make content every now and again. I will stream every now and again, if nothing else. But with this whole kind of change that they're doing with YouTube at the moment, one of the things that they've changed in the terms and conditions is something along the lines of if YouTube or Google deem your channel not to be financially viable or profitable or something, they have the option to basically terminate your channel, and that's going to be in like the guidelines. So it could well be that they'll just go, nah. And you've got like the whole, you've got to declare whether it's child-friendly content or not now, and there's just so many loopholes. Plus they're bringing in YouTube Studio, which has been in beta for the past 12 months, and no one likes it at all. I hate it, and I hate the fact whenever I go to upload a video, and it'll happen with this video when I upload this, that it'll just default to the studio, and I have to go back and change it constantly. So there's little loopholes and things you're constantly having to jump around and do to sort of please YouTube, the YouTube gods or whoever they are, which is quite infuriating, to be honest with you. But hey, that's what YouTube is like. But I still enjoy it. I still enjoy, like, even this now, just sticking the camera on for a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes and making a vlog video is great. If I'm able to play something like Battlefront 2 with Kahuli or something, if I'm able to make a podcast with Lord Rexasaur, if I'm able to do a live stream on Witcher 3, you know, I still enjoy doing all these different things and recording them. They might not be as frequent as they once were 3 or 4 years ago, but they are still there for me to love and enjoy and share with all of you. And that's kind of the message that I want to get to all of you that have been supporting the channel this year. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I've been Dragonheart, Prince of Wales. I wish you all a happy new year. Hope you have a great New Year's. And yeah, see you in 2020. Bye for now.